All right. Welcome, everybody, to the sultry opening of Wicked Dicey's Ironweld.
Good morning.
I'll be one of your commentators today. My name is Tim. Sitting next to me is a gentleman who I think is Dan. It might be Dan. I'm not completely positive, but
My name is Dan.
we are at Ironweld, right north of Boston, right?
North something of Boston. Yeah.
Northern is Boston.
Well, it's kind of hard to go northeast of Boston because then you're in the Atlantic Ocean.
Right, we are not in the Atlantic Ocean, though we are adjacent to said Atlantic Ocean. But we're here for a 3-on-3 tag team, all out. What's the term Chuck always uses?
Team tournament.
Team tournament.
What?
Briar Mage, hey man, how are you? But Brian Watson, who we've seen at a bunch of stuff, especially around the network, he TO'd ACO. He was one of the TOs at LVO.
TO extraordinaire.
TO extraordinaire. He's going to be TOing the Salt City GT in July, weekend of July 7th in Syracuse, New York.
I'm pumped for that one.
Right? It's gonna be pretty dope. If you don't already have tickets for that, I would highly suggest going to saltcitygt.com and check that out, because we're gonna be there in a big way. So we'd appreciate seeing you. But Brian is TOing Ironweld. And this is put on by Wicked Dicey, who are the same fine folks that did Everwinter. Super dope dudes. And the format for today is actually pretty unique because it's a 3-on-3 team tournament. So effectively, each team composed of 3 players is able to bring only one copy of a character across all 3 of their rosters.
That's such a cool concept.
It really is. They are open for Tactics cards and Crisis Eye. So they can have copies of that between the 3 of them. And I think effectively what they do is they pick someone to go on one table, and then there's like a flip for one of the other ones. And I forget exactly how the third one plays, but so it's going to be probably 3, potentially 4 rounds today, and that'll be the entire team tournament. I believe there's 28 people currently signed up. They might end up getting a 10th. There was one player looking for 2 teammates, which they might have found today. If we have that, that'll be 4 rounds, even if pair downs lose. And it'd be 10 full teams. It's 30 people.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
This is also the first time a team tournament is going to be used for points to qualify for LVO.
Oh, yeah.
So
sweet special accommodation they got.
Right. So very specifically, today, is in part sponsored by Frontline Gaming. So a massive thank you to Frontline Gaming for sponsoring the show and the network. Make sure if you are picking up the miniatures or event tickets, anything along those lines from Frontline, that you use our code to do so, which you can see in chat right now.
Nice.
But yeah, so one of the cool prizes that's going to be happening today is there are some of the 2022 Adepticon MCP Alt Art Tactics cards. There's 3 sets of them that are going to be given out to the best named team. We've already gotten a couple of those names as far as what those teams are. Hey, here's the Ben and Pat duo of MCP. Who's Pat duo?
That was good. What a nerd.
But what was I talking about?
The
Alt-Art Tactic cards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
Team names.
I'm going to be going out for team names. So some of the team names that we've already heard. What was I have to say this word correctly.
Yes, you do.
Dormammu. What was the Dormammu?
Dark
Daddies or something?
Dark Dormammu Daddies.
Something like that.
I know it's DDD.
So then there's a Cabal team that I think is going to be those Tactics cards, are going to be going to the best named team. So we're going to be going over those names regularly through chat, and let us know which ones you think are popping off significantly more than the others. There is one that is absolutely my favorite to win, which is Cabals Deep, and just choice. Absolutely choice.
I really appreciate how Brian put out in like social media to keep the names PG-13, and they really took it to the edge. But Brian okayed it, and it's really funny.
Yeah. No, I knew Pat was Madden's co-host or partner. I just didn't know his last name was Duo. That's all. But yeah, so I would highly suggest, if you haven't already, to be taking a look at Everwinter convention here or not here in Boston, but in Boston in December. We covered it last year. It's going to be bigger this year. I would highly, highly, highly suggest checking that out. One of the cool cosplays we saw already is there's someone decked out in full garb, and they are going to struggle today because that room gets warm, but dressed up as Spider-Man Noir.
Really cool looking, really well done.
But full mask, full hat, full cloak, or trench and everything. It's
Playing Spider-Foes.
it's pretty good. And he's
he looks like he's from a black and white production.
and Dan, you were talking to him, right, about what affiliation he was
I
playing?
was following down the stairs by chance, and I was just like, "Hey, I assume you're playing Spider or Web Warriors." And he turned to me and he's like, "Spider Foes, actually." And I was like, "Okay, still fits with the theme. I like it."
So with today being all the rounds of the team tournament, Brian has prepared there's a singles event tomorrow and a Marvel Zombies Apocalypse, which is a custom dealio. All right, look. Ooh,
Dr.
all
D's
right,
leading
some
in the
familiar
teams.
faces here.
So this is the right hit. I'm just checking to see whoever wins the thing. Oh, for the Peter more.
All right, so we're
Very
getting our
cool.
first teams here as well.
I'll fill in the room with 6 more people at least in here, so we're gonna try to really kiss the mics here.
Yeah. Yep. Will, how are you? I see that's the pork party or pork roll. Ooh, pork party.
Party protocol?
Pork party. Not correct.
Pork roll protocol.
Is showing up in full today. I think I met another. I feel like every event that we go to, we meet a new member of the Pork Roll Protocol.
Yeah, Rob was saying there's like 12 of them.
Yeah.
And for people that don't know, that's a group. They're like local to the New Jersey area, so they travel pretty well, which is cool.
I think Rob said it was about 5 hours.
5 hours for them, yeah.
Here, the Montreal Shark Tank is here as well with the team. A lot of the Northeastern guys. There's Nick Mead. All right, super dope to see him. Maybe that's not him. Never mind. I just waved to him. No.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Nick Menard?
Menard. Is it Menard?
I believe so.
I always get it messed up. Is Arthur there?
I haven't seen him. I don't know if Art's here or not.
Actually, I don't believe so. I think I believe we'll see Art at ACO. Did Dr. D kick whatever Brotherhood players he sees in the shins? He has. Actually, he led them in, kicking them in the shins.
There are 2 of them out of the 6, so
And then
he was busy.
Someone was carrying their MCP stuff in a Warcry box, and he just slapped it out of their hands.
He's got a highlighter, Dr. D does, so he's just drawing things on people's faces randomly anyway.
And Dr. D is helping run the event today with Brian, so a huge thank you to both Brian and Midgard Games as well as Dr. D for, making this whole thing pop off. And Jay versus, listen. Round 1, too, right? Like, not even just knock one of them out right away. But yeah.
Yes, it looks like they're deciding matchups here, so they get to look at the rosters and then choose who goes against which roster?
Kind of.
Sort of?
So they get to choose. So, like, one team puts a pre-known player forward. Then their opponents can choose who goes against them.
Oh.
And then on another table, there's a blind pick on both sides, where you don't know who you're going up against. You just put them out there. And then the final table is the same thing as the first, but in reverse.
Would there only be one player left, though?
So it's not in that order.
Oh. I was like, what? I don't.
Yeah, and we did run
Not
into Gabe and Simon this morning as well at breakfast, which was super good. It's always good to see the Shark Tank. And that's one of those things, especially when you're coming to one of these events here in the Northeast, whether it's Everwinter, Ironweld, Salt City GT, or any of the events that like we've been running, ACO, and all the stuff in New Jersey too, because there's actually a great community in Jersey as far as like I think monthly events and the whole 9. Nice to see familiar faces and just like a bunch of good people. Really good community here in the Northeast for MCP.
So one thing I really appreciate about the New Jersey community is that Will, I saw is in chat, puts together a whole Northeast calendar for people
Yes.
they want to follow to see where events are. If they want to travel a little bit, or find out where things are local to you, which I'm sure we could get that link in the chat. So I don't think Will can post a link, but
Yeah, I think I have it, so I should be able to. All right.
Team Cabals Deep.
All right. So
we got him right away.
So here we go. So let's start out with this is one of the Northeast groups rosters here. So we have Cabals Deep is going to be one of the first stream teams. All right, so we have Phil the Thrill. We're going to definitely want a picture of this, I think, because there's going to be a lot to go through for these. So we'll go over Phil's first, looking at a roster of...
That was another good team name, the other group.
Blade, Doctor Strange, Dr. Voodoo, Moon Knight, Iron Fist, Black Cat, Ghost Rider, the Immortal Hulk, Wong, and Sabretooth, Apex Predator. The team tactics cards include Bats and Deal with the Devil, Patch Up, Siege, Recalibration Matrix, Face Me, Fall Back, Gamma Drain, Mission Objective, and Brace for Impact. For Secures, he's running Intrusions, Open Across City, Gamma, and Demons Downtown, and Extracts are Montesi, Research Station, and Fear Grips. Next up, we have Joseph, who's running Hulk, Red Skull, Master of Hydra, Storm, Colossus, Rogue, Toad, Logan, Pyro, X-23, and Beast. You gonna take pictures? Oh, you're taking pictures?
Just taking pictures.
Thank you, honey. And for Team Tactics cards, he has Sacrifice and Indomitable, Exceptional Healing, Gotta Get Air, Pyrotechnics, Mission Objective, First Class, Recalibration Matrix, Fall Back, and To Me, My X-Men. Secures are Demons, Meteors, Extremis, Skulls, Spider Infected, and Cubes. And then the final one is Justin. So the third member for Cabals Deep is Justin with MODOK, Malekith, Bullseye, Deadpool, Hood, Baron, Zemo, Rhino, Ulick, Green Goblin, and Mysterio, with team tactics cards including Midnight Phantasmagoria, Brace for Impact, all according to plan. Mind Games, this is a robbery. Patch Up, Smash, Rock and Troll, Eyes on the Prize, and Recalibration Matrix with Gamma Wave, Superpowered Scoundrels. I love that one. I love Scoundrels, my favorite. Riot Sparks, Fear Grips, Scrolls, and Spider Infected.
All right, we got rosters for the other team, Fast Cats and Furious Rhinos. Another one of my favorite names. Starting with Jin, who's going Shield with Nick Fury Jr., Winter Soldier, Iron Man, Hawkeye, Howling Commandos, Agent Venom, Crimson Dynamo, Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, Beta Ray Bill, and Wong.
Nice.
Tactics cards, he's got Eye in the Sky, Helios Laser, Fallback, Sacrifice, Mission Objective, Eyes on the Prize, Brace for Impact, the Shield Mobile, love that one, the Initiative, and Marked for Death. For Crises, he's got Demons Downtown, Infinity Formula, Gamma Wave, Fear Grips, the Hammers, Research Station, and Montesi Formula. Also on the team, we got Shane, who's running, looks like he's got Cabal, as well as the other team. He's got Malekith, Arnim Zola, Baron Zemo, Bullseye, MODOK, Mystique, Luke Cage, Ulick, Juggernaut, and Ultron. Oh, I like that Ultron. I don't see him too often.
I think that's actually one of the exciting things about this particular format is that because you can only have one of each character across all three of your members, we're going to see some lesser played.
Each team has to have 30 unique characters, so that's pretty sweet. We have Aim Lackeys, Dark Reign, Deception, Heroes for Hire, Midnight Phantasmagoria, The Black Bifrost, Follow Me, Advanced R&D, Do You Know Who I Am? Recalibration Matrix for his Tactics cards. I'm going to skip over the crises right now to go to the last roster. We've got Kevin playing, looks like Spider Foes with Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Lizard, Mysterio, Black Cat, Pyro, Sentinel Prime, Toad, and Logan, the Wolverine. He's got Sinister Traps, Recalibration Matrix, Base for Impact, Sacrifice, This Is a Robbery, Face Me, Exceptional Healing, Well-Laid Plans, Pyrotechnics, and Smash.
Smash!
So already I feel like we don't have a huge amount of overlap.
Yeah.
And 6 players and no Brotherhood yet.
Correct. You love to see that, Chuck.
Just to mix it up, I like it.
But so they're choosing who's going to be on tables now. Taylor's going over the rules. Once again, smacking stuff out of people's hands if they are using non-AMG products.
Just whoosh. I passed Dylan in the hallway earlier when he first got down here, and I pretended to knock the tray out of his hand because, of course, and he just walks by and he goes, "I love you." And then I said, "I love you too," and he said something back, but I couldn't hear him because he was in a blind rage already.
And just in general, just a massive shout out to Taylor, our eyes in the sky, just making sure, even with his eye patch on, that he can let us know what's going on from the table side so we can commentate a little bit better. All right, so looks like Cabals Deep is going over their rosters. Jin Chan on the other side. Jin actually ended up qualifying for LVO at an event that we just ran last weekend.
Yeah, Jin played a great day of MCP last Saturday at the Bearded Dragon.
So I'm curious exactly how they decide who gets to be on the stream table. I've already seen some rock, paper, scissors go down, some Rochambeauing as well.
Arm wrestling. Arm wrestling. Sorry.
Wrestling. You know, this brotherhood hate is going to get...
There's no hate. We're just saying we see a lot of brotherhood. Out of 6 teams, there was no brotherhood. Just a statement, Ben.
Yep. Just the facts, Ben. Do you care? So here's the one thing I really like about Cabals Deep is the New England group has these rad like hockey jerseys, and they look just straight up like the Kevin Smith, like
Yes.
like what's the Leonardo's?
I apparently made the choice before.
Pepperidge Farm remembers Tim and Dan. Aw, Pepperidge Farm remembers us. Thanks, man.
One thing I really appreciate about their team is that it's just possessive, or it's not even possessive. It's just Cabal is deep.
Yeah.
Abbreviated.
The Cabal's Deep.
Yeah.
It's a very stacked roster. There's a lot of characters in it. It's a deep roster.
Deep roster. That's very true. Cabal is deep.
All right.
Oh, and Magneto remembers too. Pepperidge Farm remembers, and Magneto. Oh, I thought you were joking about the Warcry box. All right, looks like we got people whose names I don't know.
Yeah, correct. So some newer folks coming on to the stream table.
I love seeing different people all the time. We don't have to see the same.
Yeah.
Like, there's a few people out there, I think, in these teams that we've seen on stream before.
They have third-party secure and extract, so those
Generics, I'm fine with it.
it just says secure.
Yep.
Will you quit knocking stuff over?
Who do we have, by the way?
I see a Sentinel Prime over there, Tim.
Really?
I assume it's a Prime. Looks pretty big.
It does look pretty big.
Kevin?
Okay.
Wait, who's Kevin? No, I actually am confused.
So, looks like we're going to be having, Crime Syndicate on one side. Yeah, sure, go for it. So who do we got on the left side of the screen here? I'm not on that thing yet, so I gotta... I think so. Can
That's
you hit the light button on the...
Oh, yeah, I know where that is. There it is.
I think it's good.
Yeah, we're good?
All right, so we got Justin from the Fast Cats and Furious Rhinos, who's got Criminal Syndicate. Both Tim and I love this affiliation in general.
Yeah.
He had it for our tournament at Bearded Dragon last weekend. I got to play a couple games again for people that had to buy, which I thought was super cool of you. So they don't have to just wait like I did round one. Didn't offer me a game.
Right.
But whatever. That's fine. I had to go take a car somewhere anyway.
Okay, so we are gonna have... Did I not turn up that? I didn't. Whoa, sounds and stuff on that too. Dope.
Thanks,
Oh,
Fletch.
Fletch, good to see you. Thank you so much. Okay, so
Can we take a look at these extraction sleeves?
Hey, those look familiar.
Nice.
All right, so between our two threads, we're taking either 17 or 17. We're going to go with 17.
All right, so
And what were the
definitely
two
doing
we had?
17.
We got Deadly Meteors
Okay.
and Spider Infected.
So we have meteors and spider infected here for the first round. And getting this updated here. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. On the one side. And then did you go over the other roster as well, Kevin's?
I haven't read over the rosters yet.
Oh,
no.
gotcha.
So Justin is the Criminal Syndicate player here. He's got MODOK, Scientist Supreme, Malekith, Bullseye, Deadpool. I like that splash. Hood, Baron Zemo, Rhino, Ulick, Green Goblin, and Mysterio. It's got weirdly quiet in here.
Right?
His cards: Midnight Phantasmagoria, Race for Impact, All According to Plan, Mind Games, There's a Robbery, Patch Up, Smash, Rock Control. Oh, I love Hyperdrill, Eyes on the Prize, and Recalibration Matrix. And we already know the crises were chosen were Meteors and Spider Infected. So we're getting those tokens placed quick. There's something where we usually stream, once a week. We have things set up beforehand. We'll get to a tournament setting like, oh, we have to do all the token stuff first.
Right.
Oops.
So can I just say there's a very great addition onto Kevin's full roster that I just absolutely adore. And
I really hope you see it.
And it's Sentinel Prime.
It is Sentinel Prime.
What if? What if?
What if?
Fun show. It'd be so dope. So
Sentinel Prime just powering up Toad's spit. Reroll on it.
right, you could reroll so many spits.
Make sure you get that Incinerate.
Okay, so Kevin has Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Lizard, Mysterio, Rhino, Black Cat, Pyro, Sentinel Prime, Toad, and Logan the Wolverine. Sinister Traps, Recal, Brace, Sacrifice. This is a robbery. Face me. Exceptional healing, well-laid plans, Pyrotechnic, Smash. Scoundrels, Intrusions, Meteors.
Oh, Smash has got to be so good with Sentinel Prime, right?
Right? Is Matt Alex playing or TOing? I believe Matt Alex is playing.
I believe I heard that too, yeah.
So, and just my understanding too is this is not going to be on Longshanks just because it's difficult to do, I guess, multiplayer tournaments or team tournaments for matching and stuff.
That's why I couldn't find it last night. So Brian's doing all like the pairing and math and stuff?
What I believe
Old
he's doing
school.
is he probably put the teams in at, well, you have to register them as players. Yeah, I'm curious how he's doing it. Tell Brian Boo Sauce. Listen, Brian makes a great queso.
Oh my God, it was so good last night.
It's still
It was really good. I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning for a little bit and I was like, oh, there's the heartburn from the queso.
We have a bunch of
totally
tongues
worth
too,
it.
by the way, if you guys need them.
It wasn't anything crazy. It was just like, I'm glad it didn't hit earlier.
We had bacon. The script lunch.
Oh, we got a cup of bacon.
There's only one piece of bacon left in the cup? We had a whole cup of bacon. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I think Ryan's been working on it.
Yeah, I think that's why he keeps coming over here. No, I'm good. I can't eat bacon on air.
You want to eat his Apple Jacks? Show him.
You and my bacon, I'll eat your Apple Jacks, kid.
So, and actually kind of really neat. This is the first convention my kids have been able to come to. My folks traveled with us to bring them up because being right outside Boston, they're going to go to the aquarium and stuff like that. So this is the first time they've been here to see everything that's been going on. Dope from McGopers.
Very cool. All right, we're getting the squad set here. I see cards going down and making choices. Oh. Did he say he had Colossus? I totally missed that.
It might be at a different table. I can't see Kevin. Hydrate, thank you, man.
Oh yeah, like this. Oh, Thunderhammer. That's dope.
It is dope.
Be careful walking around with that thing. You might
Right?
accidentally
That's it comes in when someone tries to cheat.
you get Thunderhammered.
You get thunderhammered. Okay, so Kevin looks like he's running Green Goblin, Rhino, Doc Ock,
Love it already.
Logan the Wolverine, and who's that last one down?
Toad.
Toad?
Co-ad. No Sentinel Prime. A little sad, but I love seeing Rhino.
I gotta
Doc
say,
Ock, Green Goblin.
this is a really dope Rhino.
Oh, there's Spider-Man on there.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Did I see this one like on Facebook or something? The Spider-Man's like got him webbed in the face. He's got the Rivals panel Spider-Man.
Yeah, so when,
in front of Rhino.
when
Oh,
you see
we
that
need
one
to show
out there,
that
it's
close.
going to be rad as hell.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And then
Oh, and his Logan is painted as Old Man Logan with white hair.
It is.
I really like. Oh, I wish I'd done that with mine. That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I think I kept a hat on mine though, so I could paint white hair under it. But then it wouldn't be as obviously Old Man Logan.
What does Kevin have for tactics cards?
I'm not sure yet. They haven't actually revealed.
Gotcha.
All right, on Jason's side, I see another Rhino, another Green Goblin. Okay.
Ulick,
Love Ulick.
a Modoc Scientist Supreme.
This is a robbery. When you guys
Yeah.
Is that it then? He's got a small team, right? Yeah, because he got a 5 threat.
Modoc and Rhino.
Interesting. We have a Rhino and
Yeah.
Green Goblin off.
And then for tactics cards for Kevin, we have This is a Robbery. This is a Robbery.
I'm sure we'll see that on both sides.
Tricks. Sinister Traps.
exceptional healing.
Exceptional Healing.
An impact you're going to brace for.
Brace for Impact.
And then plans that have been well done.
Oh, best laid plans. Well laid plans. So they're not the best. They're well laid, though.
They're not the best, but they're pretty well.
And how about for Justin?
It's all right.
This is a robbery.
This is a robbery.
No way.
This is all according to plan.
All
Okay.
according to plan.
There's going to be.
We got some mind games.
I love Mind Games. I love that Mind Games is here.
Yes.
Patch up
Smash.
and smash.
Oh, you look with Smash.
You lick with smash.
Rhino with Smash. Oh, can you imagine stampeding with Rhino, then smashing, and then goring?
Right?
Oof.
There's so many plans to be had. And here's the thing, too, that I really kind of dig, right, is how do we know exactly... I'm actually super curious about this. Oh, honor is intact. If you try to
Gotta have
all
honor.
according to plan, someone else that all according to plan.
What order does that have? Wait.
Well, so one person has priority, right? So the other person would use all according to plan,
And then the other one takes it back.
and the other one could take it back.
That's a lot of power off the board for that round.
Yeah. Yeah.
During the power creep, for sure.
They don't both have it though, right?
They do.
No, he's got, or Kevin has well-laid plans, and Justin had all according to plan.
Gotcha.
Well-laid plans is the Green Goblin Doc Ock one.
That's right. So they won't be stealing it from one another.
No. Rhino's going to steal an objective and priority on Justin's side.
Right.
These ones are well played, but this one was all according to it.
That's right. All right, so it looks like we have Logan the Wolverine down first for Kevin on his left side. And we will follow it up with the greenest of goblins, dead center, for the... So are they both playing Spider Foes? Okay.
Yeah, Justin is Criminal Syndicate.
Criminal Syndicate. Who?
Exactly.
All right, and then we have that. So you can see it there too, that Rhino with the Spider-Man there. And we have this other shot as well. So let me know in chat if you prefer one of these over the other. Unless it breaks. We have this set up as well.
Fancy.
Is that shaking so much because I was shaking? Sure was.
Yeah, bouncy leg again. That's a pretty sturdy tripod. I'm a little impressed you could shake that
I mean, I can shake whenever I want.
from like 5 feet away.
Right. That might be loud as hell. Sorry if that's super loud.
It's early in the weekend. We'll get it figured out. Just
Yeah.
let us know if it's blowing out your eardrums.
All right, so that's going to be Scientist Supreme and Ulick and Rhino down for Justin. Doc Ock going down next to Logan the Wolverine. Green Goblin up top. And Toad. Oh, yeah.
I gotta get my MODOK Scientist Supreme finish painted up. I'm doing this one gold, like Quantumania MODOK. But I think I lost one of his little weapon tendrils because I was gonna do it in sub-assemblies, which I'm now realizing I don't really need to.
Yeah.
But like, I'm pretty sure I lost one, and I'm really sad about it.
All right, good. Thank you, Fletch. I appreciate that. Did you listen to my Danger Room cast on Weapon X roster? Not to help you beat me, but there are some neat resources for Weapon X. Yeah, actually. I did.
Weapon X has a lot going on. I like them a lot.
I got to do an episode on the Danger Room about cable, and I was really happy with it.
Of course. What else did you talk about?
How I just
educate people on who Cable is.
Correct. I mostly just talked about how I just like to make my opponent make as many decisions as possible.
Yeah. Usually works out for you.
It does.
Not rolling wilds. That doesn't work out for you. You don't get incinerate, but
correct.
We're putting traps on the extra next to New Dawn.
Makes sense. We got traps down right next to that white car. Waiting to trap MODOK or maybe Ulick.
All right. With Kevin with priority here.
Just to make sure viewers are aware, the Hydra turrets that are complete are size 3. Above them on the screen are the top of the turret without like the base of it. Those are size 2. Everything else is straight up.
Now tell
We're
me,
used to the fist building size 4, of course.
Oh, talk about the hit and run. All right, so that's a toad moving up, picking up a spider infected, and then moving up to that first meteor looking like. Meteor. And yeah, he can't pass.
I actually passed in the game in the tournament last weekend, and my opponent was like, oh, I didn't expect that.
I was playing people that got the buy round and realized I could pass and probably should and did, and was like, oh, I forgot I could do that.
Right? I got real excited because I was like, all right, we had Meteor, something with a middle objective, and he had Rhino move up to it, turn 1, and I was like, I have Loki with the Mind Gem, I'll pull Rhino into me and just beat him up and take that objective back. And then the second part of the plan didn't work because my dice were like, no, we're not going to beat up Rhino.
Wow, that is 3 damage on a Sinister Trap.
Yikes, that never happens. On Ulick? Ouch.
So Trollhide is going to have him only taking 2?
Trollhide is against anytime he takes damage?
Great roll.
Or enemy effects.
Well done.
Which this still would be that.
Once again, a huge thank you
creeping in here.
to Dr. D for helping run everything. And he built all the mats, and he painted all the mats, and he also glued together all the mats.
I also washed everybody's shoes for the event.
You carried that highlighter around too.
You be careful. Do you polish them too?
Yeah.
You have polish left?
You can't use that on
Okay.
the wrong kinds of shoes.
That's very fair.
Silly.
Remember, you can get 15% off your pre-orders of shoe polish at beardeddragongames.online by using code PCME10.
If it's not in stock, just message Anthony on the Discord and say, hey, I want this thing. He'll hook you up.
All right, so that's that Ulick getting way up there.
Ulick is deceptively fast.
And
I
a
like
Doc
him
Ock
a
punch
lot.
here, no wilds, but he does get 3, and then nothing on the defense. Oof, 2 are going through that thick troll hide.
Wow.
I mean, well
So
done,
Ulick's
Doc Ock.
taking 4 damage.
Yeah. Well,
That's brutal. I found with Ulick that he either tanks everything and stays on the board forever, or if he can, I mean, like any character, he can get focused down even through that troll hide and 7 stamina.
very much so. So that is MODOK Scientist Supreme going up and picking up a spider infected.
Going after Doc Ock, it looks like, maybe with his super cool weapons.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of got tentacles too.
He does.
There's big guns on the end instead of like claw hand things.
Chair on Doc Ock.
It's called an energy chair. Or is it called like chair weapon? Ooh, that's a couple of skulls from Doc.
The Doomsday Chair Arsenal is going to have 2 go through. No wild, though, so no incinerate.
We got quite a theme going already. Everything is resulting in 2 damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
3 out of 3.
Well, this is our second Wicked Dicey event that we've been to. So we really appreciate the players rolling along with the shtick.
we're all about like keeping it on theme or on brand or in shtick. So I really appreciate these guys are doing that as well for us.
Okay, we have a builder into Ulick.
From
Will this do 2 damage? Ooh, it's not going to do anything. No attack hits, no blocks on either side. Listen, if you're going to whiff hard.
oh, that was from Wolverine, Logan. Okay,
Logan, D-Wolverine.
getting placed within 1.
Great play.
Love it.
Then being right on that meteor.
And he definitely has 1 power to interact. Oh, and he's got that super belt buckle for 4 energy defense for the meteor.
That's right. That's right.
It was tied for the highest in the game until Claw had that massive 5 energy defense we saw
And he will get it.
easily. And no skulls either.
Yep.
So he gets it. He takes damage. Healing factor.
Oh, he did have a
there
skull.
was a skull.
Never mind. He healed it with healing factor after his activation, though. I was joking.
I guess Ulick was within range 3, but remember, Modoc's rerolls are for himself, not for his opponent.
And Modoc's leadership that's unarranged, right? If you roll wild, you add it. You change the die to a hit
Yes.
For defense and
attacks.
Yep.
It's really good. I need to get him painted up because I like Criminal Syndicate and I really want to try that
Oh,
leadership.
gotcha, man. Yep. Understood. Yeah, so very specifically.
All right, Green Goblin's moving up, claiming some objectives. He grabbed Infected, moved on to the Meteor. Doesn't have the power to try to flip it, but he's there to be in the way now. Mm-hmm. So now Kevin will need to roll 2 successes
On his
to
goblin.
get it.
It's going to be a goblin off up top.
We do have a Goblin off.
a Rhino.
Well, they're waiting for the Rhinos, but they'll probably both head right to the middle.
And as a very, very, very big fan of Scientist Supreme Modoc, I will say that I have certainly neglected to use my affiliation ability as much as I should be.
It's the bane of most leaderships is just remembering it.
Yeah.
How many times last weekend I was playing Asgard and forgot Thor's leadership when I was like, oh man, I should have healed. Oh man, I should have got rid of the condition.
75% of my Sam leadership activate or triggers.
Oh,
I thought you were going to say your opponent reminded you 75% of the time.
Taylor was saying always forgetting to use his Sam leadership when one of his characters dazes or KOs.
Leadership abilities are so good. Why do we forget them?
Right?
They're a huge part of the game.
All right, Gore coming into Ulick here.
Oh, focusing on Ulick. All right. Well, Rhino he can't get on that middle point with the place, but
2 hits. There is a wild there. Let's see if he remembers to. No, he keeps. No, that's.
yeah, he could change that blank to a hit, but that won't help. Right, it only changes to a hit, right?
Nope. Or to lock or yep.
Yeah, he could have done that there. That's too bad.
How much ended up going through there?
One.
Just one?
Just one.
2 successes, 2 falls.
Yeah, that would have saved him that last hit. That's too bad.
Yep.
Looks like Justin's Rhino's moving up to claim that meteor. Mm-hmm. Not bothering with attacking, which I don't see a problem with that. Round 1, get those points right away.
Yeah. All right, so he's going to roll Rhino's energy defense here, see if he can get that meteor, and he will.
He does, but
he will
takes
take
a
a damage.
Luckily, it's only 1 damage, even though there are 2 skulls.
Yeah.
So he takes the objective, takes the damage.
All right, so take the objective and just a little bit of baby damage.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't trigger Ornery, where he gain extra power, because I think that's only
not an
from
enemy
enemy effects. I don't think it's any time he takes damage.
Turns out those meteors, they're dead.
They are deadly.
Taylor brings up a great point. Our eyes in the sky, that those meteors are in fact deadly. Happens to the best of us.
I do want to point out how excited Taylor was, as the eye in the sky, that this room is carpeted. So it'll save his back a little bit.
Yep.
May not have right now,
But at least Dr. D is here to readjust your back as needed. Like you did at Adepticon. The only pictures I took out all of Adepticon was Dr. D readjusting Taylor's back
the concrete floor.
on the concrete floor.
All right, so that's Green Goblin headed towards the middle.
There he goes. I was wondering if someone's going to get that middle one.
Right, that's normally the first one I go for.
That's a good move.
Getting the
Picking up.
the
Oh,
spider
there's
infected.
yeah. Again, I forgot there were 2 objectives in that spot, so no one's getting that middle meteor. The middle meteor. The middle meteor. All right. Counting up the pointses here.
Okay, so that's going to be 4 for Spider Foes, 3 for Crime Syndicate.
3 skulls, 4 blank.
So straight up to the middle line.
It's a typical turn 1 there. I mean, I feel like we got more attacks than normal for round 1. Kind of interesting.
That was a lot of attacks.
Yeah. Usually you see a couple maybe, but like Ulick almost got dazed.
I think I did that wrong.
Boop, 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 boop. Justin's Criminal Syndicate will maintain priority, though, having fewer characters, so interesting to see where he starts. Probably, I would think probably Ulick to begin with, just because he's pretty hurt.
That's going to be 4 wounds.
I'm rolling for Spider Infected here.
So this is Goblin getting advanced.
So can you remind us who has Spider Infected at the moment? That was Kevin's Green Goblin. Oh no, he did the move. That was Justin's Green Goblin. And
Goblin and Toad.
Goblin, Doc Ock, and Toad on
That is going to be
Kevin's
a
side.
move.
Both goblins are being moved.
Oh, and the other Goblin is going to be moved as well,
Aha.
making him the victor.
All kinds of things out of place now.
And that's another move. This time on Doc Ock. He's Spider Infected, hitting hard today.
They are infecting their brain.
Real struggle. Real struggle.
Not
And
Toad.
then
Toad does it. Of course he does.
however,
It's Toad.
he's used to being infected and also around spiders. The secure is deadly meteors.
Toad's just used to being told what to do and ignoring it anyway.
All right, so we have Ulick going into Rhino here with a mountain of shattering.
Secure as deadly meteors.
All right,
I forget the rest of the title. I just know that part of it.
deadly meteor,
Deadly meat eaters.
deadly meteors mutate civilians. I think.
Looks like we are going with Ulick first. His crushing leap. This is run and jump pseudo charge.
Just not showing any blocks. Showing 3 hits so
If he
far.
remember, he could change one of those blocks to a hit with Modok if he remembers here.
If he remembers.
Either way, that's going to be, was it 2 or 3 damage? 2 again.
All right, 2
2
going through.
damage. Choosing not to push from the pounders.
No push.
Okay.
And I'm assuming he's probably going to just pound again. Oh, Rhino triggered his aggressive there. I was like, wait, why is Rhino moving? But he took damage, so he gets a short movement.
Now we're going to shatter some ones.
Okay, and now the bow and shatter is going to happen.
Yeah, Ben, to clarify, they do have it on eye. It's at a bit of an angle, that slight diagonal for the secure.
Oh, right. This is only one now.
Okay, showing just 1 block so far, and that's.
At least from my angle, it looks like
He
that.
did remember this time. So we got
That's a great pounders roll.
4,
Wow.
7. He's only blocking 1.
Jeez. That should daze him. Well, he reduces it too. But yeah.
He's going to
Five.
take 5.
And he's dazed.
That does daze him. Wow.
Stagger don't matter.
But he's dazed.
Yeah. Ooh.
What I missed that was a Shatter Mountain, Shatter Bones.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so we built her.
That's why there was so many dice.
And then shattered.
That can be a great attack. It has one of the like spender curse where it has a great condition attached to it, but most of the time you just daze him anyway.
And he does,
No objective. Doesn't roll.
and he does not get the objective there, rolling 2 blanks and a block.
Didn't get hurt either, so
Piss off you.
Right? So, yeah. Beating up Ulick a little bit, forcing Justin to kind of use him earlier. That's hurts here. And Justin being down 1 character as well, just as far as only running 4. That's not going to lose him priority either.
right. That was a great time to daze Rhino.
Yeah. Horde, hey, how are you?
Good morning.
Okay, so we're going to go back over to Spider Foes.
At this point, Rhino doesn't need his moving around like crazy as much right now, but getting a 7 stamina character dazed already is oof.
So we got some energy-based bombs going into Ulick here.
Trying to get some revenge on the rock troll.
Showing 3 so far with a crit. No blocks. Ooh, that's 4.
Reduced to 3.
And that is a dazed
We only had
Ulick.
2 left. Ulick is now dazed.
He was the right call to go first.
Yeah.
Especially
Sometimes
when
the game makes that choice for you. It's like, oh, he's almost down. I need to activate this character first.
And then Goblin's going to try to flip the button, and he does.
Does no problem with 3 hits.
With the Port Authority. There's Brian as well, the master with the mission, who's really good in the kitchen.
I'm not normally nacho people, but those nachos last night were good.
Right?
Hello.
Energy channel.
All right, so a Doomsday Chair Arsenal into Logan. Showing only 1 on the defense, 3 on the attack. With
Change one of those.
Incinerate happening here, so 2's going to go through.
Now, his basic attack, you can choose the type, right? Physical or energy?
Yes. Yep.
Does Logan have 4 physical and energy defense, or just...
I think he's 4.
Is he 4, 2?
He's not 2. Oh, maybe he is.
Mystic, yeah.
What's up? Okay, so we're actually going to get a spender here into Logan.
There we go. Yeah, use that Mystic.
That's 2 crits, showing 4 so far, converting 1 of them into 5. Has the wild, so he can convert. That's 3, 6.
He is 4, 4, 2, yeah. Okay.
And that is an exceptional healing being used to keep Logan up and alive, because that would have hurt.
He doesn't need another character dazed.
So while he's only going to be taking 1, he is going to be stunned before damage is dealt, and he can be advanced off of this spinner as well.
Go on, get.
So there's the advance.
Nice. Is MODOK on the point? Can he try to take it if he's got power?
MODOK is on the point. No, he's not.
He's holding on.
But he has a spider in his hand.
Right, okay. So
But as far as pushing the button,
yeah,
he
because there's nobody defending it there, so it would have been easier to take it, but he's not on it.
Logan got hit with a mental attack.
Oh, nice. Forgot about that.
So Goblin was within range of Logan, so when the AoE goes off on his allies from being damaged by a mystic attack, Goblin will take 1 from that.
Toad's like, you know what, you can have that secure.
And Toad retreats from the might of Green Goblin and Rhino on that side.
A tactical Toad retreat.
Makes a lot of... Best
Rhino-
movies made all day, that Toad.
And Rhino says,
Get back here.
"This is a robbery."
Come here, little guy. Looks like we're going to gore into the other Green Goblin. I hope he gores into him to place to be within range to robbery Toad. That would be pretty nice.
Great block.
3 crits from by Rhino. Total.
No damage. No wild to convert.
Yeah.
And, 3 blocks on the defense.
Gets the place.
that will have him
Placing
within
by-
1 of Goblin. Seeing if he can place it within range of the meteor. And he will. So he's going to try to push the button.
So he's got to roll 2 successes here. He gets hits, crits, or wilds. And he gets it, but a damage. That slam damage.
I mean, good on him. He got it done.
Let's get it done.
Meteors. Still dead.
What's he got? Kevin's only got Doc Ock left, right?
Yep. Dazing that Rhino early. He's already done Toad, Green Goblin. And it's just the Octors of Doctors left.
So wait, I'm confused. Is Justin losing priority somehow? Because doesn't he still have his Green Goblin to go? They'll have Doc Ock. He didn't daze 2 people before they went. Oh, Logan hadn't gone yet. He just got moved. He's activating Logan now. That's what it is. Okay.
Gotcha.
I was real confused for a moment there.
All right, so
Okay, Logan's got 3 successes versus no defenses.
okay, Rhino's going to take 2 from Logan there. He will get that place.
Logan's
So
to
he can
place.
go to try to steal that meteor back if there's room.
Limits the aggression movement, but he does gain 2 power from that since he didn't get dazed.
Also turns off his
And he is going to use that aggressive.
Because it is towards the target, or towards the character that did the damage, so.
Trick or treat.
And then he's going to trick or treat off of that movement.
Oh, nice. Oh, blowing up. Oof. That's 4 damage to dodge against from that turret blowing up. I don't even remember trick or treat.
wow.
Those are the kind of powers I always forget about.
So 2 crits. Wow, he blocks the whole thing. 4 damage going through there. 2 crits, both converting for no damage off that.
He did not care about that thing blowing up next to him.
Good golly.
That Rhino hide said goodbye to that turret.
Play that same song.
And Logan's going to bring it right back around. Showing nothing. Yeah. He's old man
tired.
Logan,
He
to be
is
fair.
old.
It's nap time is very soon.
He just did exceptional healing, so he pushed it to the limit, and now the cheetah's to the limit, so he's tired.
They pushed it to the limit. You've got to make yours rhyme.
I miss what this roll is. Oh, he's taking the middle objective, and he got it.
Objective back, and he says, "Get
This
off
is
my
mine."
back."
He's like, no, this isn't.
This is a bubbering.
Wow.
This is a bubbery.
He's just worried where his brother is. He's like, I just gotta know.
Do you know what helps Logan poop?
What?
He likes a nice seltzer. Very specifically, the brand Bubbly. You know what his favorite artist that sings Christmas songs is? Michael Bublé. Sometimes after stealing a motorcycle and going on a state highway jaunt, he really likes to just draw a warm bath, put in those bubble bath soaps. All right, we're showing
This is Green
5.
Goblin attacking Logan, dazing him.
Rolling nothing on the defense there. All
Logan
goes
is
through.
just taking hits. He's got decent defenses, and Justin just doesn't care. And he's like, no, I'm just going to roll a bunch of successes.
Well, and that's the thing, too, is a lot of people think that Wolverine can concentrate on a lot of things at once, but as we saw there, he cannot fight and chew bubble gum.
So that wasn't a mystic attack. So no, no extra damage to allies.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe we have Doc Ock left because Green Goblin moved an attack there.
Good news. Logan's not stunned anymore.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's still stunned until the cleanup phase.
That's semantics.
That's Samantha.
I don't even know what's Samantha.
Okay. So it's just that Optimus.
We got Ock left. There's not a lot he can do, though, with that short move. I don't think he's got a ton of power, because not like he took hits. He just got moved by the spider infected.
Yeah. That move on the spider infected actually being pretty impactful here.
I mean, he might just want to double move up to his left our bottom objective, and try to take that if he doesn't have it already. I can't remember.
I don't care if I can push smoke. I really don't.
Right, he's moving up towards that objective.
Oh, he's going to use the spender here into Rhino.
Oh, arm lasers, huh? I like arm lasers. Lasers from his arms.
It is.
Pretty cool.
He's got a whole bunch of them, too.
4.
That's I thought it looked better at first.
We got 3 successes. Not great. Blocking none. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
so-
Taylor's saying 2 going
Well,
through.
it's not Rhino high.
Oh, because it's Rhino. That makes sense.
Rhino drops.
And that's
But that
all,
does daze him?
That's all he had left.
Oh, shoot. I didn't realize he was that hurt.
Dr. Octopus, while not in Crime Syndicate, went up and said, "This is a robbery of your consciousness."
These
Dazing
poor
Rhino.
rhinos are getting abused. Don't they know rhinos are endangered species? They shouldn't be doing this to them.
That's fair.
These are the last 2 in the wild.
I think there's 2 on every table. Actually,
There can't be any
That's
more
right.
rhinos on these 3 tables in the room.
Good point, Bub.
So we're going to end round 2 with Evan. Yep. 9.
Who's got 9?
The Spider Foes have 9.
Kevin has 9. Justin has. Justin has
He's trying to tell us, Dan.
6. I'm trying to help focus your thinking here. 9 to 6, Spider Foes. Sometimes that extra character makes a big difference.
Yeah, very much so, especially with an early days on that Ulick.
Justin does still have priority, though, with Doc Ock going last. Are you just hovering here? What's happening?
All right, so we're looking at the pushes here for the spider infected.
So many pushes.
Crime Goblin gets pushed.
Crime
right.
Goblin's getting pushed.
Croblin gonna get moved by the spider infected there.
No, that's a crime.
Croblin and Foblin. No bokoblins, though.
And that's another move on MODOK.
Oh, MODOK really doesn't like that.
When you've got to make your mind. I would bring him up forward. I'd be putting him into the center and then beat him up.
He doesn't have priority, though. Do you want to put MODOK right in the middle and then
Not yet.
go first, potentially?
Not yet, but he could. He could steal it.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can.
He's not the one with that card.
Oh, okay. Yes, he is. He's the only one that could have that card. Because
He already has priority.
he could steal it from himself.
No push on Foes Goblin.
No push on the Foes Goblin, but a push on Toad.
Push on Doc Ock and a push on Toad.
Another push on Doc Ock. Poor guy.
No, saying, would you want to put MODOK in the middle of your lines with him potentially choosing MODOK to go first and then just obliterating a bunch of
But he
things?
could steal it.
We're going to pound Toad.
All right, we're going to pound Toad right out of the gate. Toad only blocking 1. Ooh, but only showing 1.
Wow, that's rough. No wild.
You know what happens when you pound a Toad? The same thing as when you pound anything else.
In this case, nothing.
No damage. He's too slippery.
He needs to shatter his bones.
And then we're going to go for that shatter into the Rhino. Showing
3 hits on the defense.
nothing here
He's just
on the
hoping for the
defense.
stagger, I think. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, nice. He has 6.
6.
He's taken 5. He's got one left and staggered. Ooh, wow. This Rhino is not long for this game.
Rhino activating now, probably.
I would imagine. With one left. I think Modoc's in range to just blast him, even getting pushed back.
Yeah.
That was pretty good activation by Ulick. Hey, Rhino gains an extra power from that if he's not already at full.
He is going to have Rhino go.
Dazer KO.
He is going to pay for the push.
Gonna stampede.
Probably just sideline himself into that terrain or maybe through it to get to MODOK.
Imagine stampede. Yeah, stampede into a gore and hopefully, yeah, I feel like he's got to always throw him first. Okay. I was going to say, make sure you have power to throw.
So we're throwing a car from right now.
All right, so we're throwing a car here, so we're making a dodge. He rolled one. Just one.
These two are just having a grudge match in the middle of the game.
Right?
Just one.
So with the Rhino high, that's only going to have one damage going through, even though he only blocked one.
Stampede.
And then stampeding through the light to get up to MODOK.
That'll give him +2 dice on this attack, making a 7-die gore. I'm assuming is what he's... Well, it's only attack, so... Oh no, he just stampeding, goring back into Ulick. Oh, he's robbing MODOK first.
I don't know if I like that with only having one left.
I don't see why not, though, because you know he's almost certainly going to go down in the next activation anyway.
And then he's going to throw MODOK.
Wait, what?
Because he stole an objective from him, so he gets to throw him
I forgot there was
afterwards.
a throw with that. Okay, that makes it...
And kept himself in range of Ulick for a gore.
I like that a lot, because that takes MODOK out for like a whole round, essentially. And that'll get Rhino back up to the middle of the board. So when he does drop it, at least it'll be near your teammates. Oh, we had Oscorp weaponry there, rerolling a wild, which is huge.
So just one end up going through there after the Spider Foes reroll onto Ulick.
I feel like that was more about the place than... I mean, any damage would have been nice, but...
Great activation, though. Got over there, got MODOK way, way, way out.
We already had a game finish in the other room. Protocol is up 1-0 versus the emo compilation.
All right. So we did get results. Rob came in looking pretty happy. He might have tied somebody.
Also,
yeah, I can't open up a browser without crashing everything, so to get it.
Join.
If you can post it in there, you have mod, like on your app.
Criminal Rhino. I know how to do this too.
Double robberies? Is he going to rob the Rhino?
It is a robbery.
Move your hands. We got Rhinos and Rhinos.
Okay, so a significantly better gore here. Only blocking one, but only doing 4. So after Thick Hide, I think only one's going through there as well. Thank you, Dan.
Got it. I don't know why I didn't think that I could do that a while ago when Will put the link in chat. I forgot my phone's right here.
And that is a Rhino, no more. Poor guy.
He got robberied into the dumpster.
Mm-hmm. Happens to the best of us.
Barely fit. As it didn't. His hooves are hanging out.
My hooves. You've got to make your mind.
It's too bad. It's such a cool looking Rhino, too.
Take it to the limit.
Cheetahs to the limit.
Going into Goblin.
Goring the Goblin. Goring the Foblin, because he's the Spider Foes Goblin.
Good one, Dan.
You right? That's terrible. The Rhinos all over the place this game. Both
He's incredibly versatile.
Goblin takes 4.
Goblin taking
This is a robbery.
takes 4? Wow. And then he's Robin Goblin.
This is a robbery.
I have a Goblin.
Goblin, goblin, goblin.
He's a Robin, the Goblin.
You've got to be your goblin, or you're gonna be
Throw him
Roblin.
in the Toad, maybe? Oh, throwing him into...
Get into Quidditch.
Who's on the side there? Logan. Throw him into Logan.
But actually, two really good Rhino activations from both players
For
there.
real.
Second action. So Goblin into Logan. Not gonna brace.
No brace.
Okay, so that throw is going to be Goblin into Logan,
Ouch. Logan
He
takes
doesn't
3 damage
brace.
from that.
and then ends up taking 1, 2, 3. Take your hand and come with Logan.
Ben's got a good point in chat. Rhino's hide may be thick, but it's nimble too.
What a nimble hide. You've got to make your mind, and then
Now he's throwing a lamppost into somebody.
Throwing a lamp
Into Green Goblin.
into Foblin.
Goblin. Well, Croblin's pretty far away.
Yeah, Croblin is way over there.
I don't think even regular Modok could throw something into Croblin.
And then he's going to brace
Brace
that
the
one.
lamppost.
Goblin's on one left.
Oh, he's got one left. That's why he's bracing. That makes sense.
Turns out this is a dice game. That was not where I'm gonna play it.
Listen, very honestly, that's what you have to do.
How does he have 4 defense against 2 damage? That'd be the time you roll no successes.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yep.
I didn't see that die.
All right. Huge turn
So I can't even get there.
from
This guy.
Porkrow Protocol has won 2 of their games now and secured the round.
Wow, there you go.
Apparently they had a sleeper Agent Malekith.
That's naughty.
That makes me want to throw up in my mouth.
And then well-laid plans going off here.
I love this one. 2, 3.
Wow.
I think hits count for this, right? Or is it just hits? Is it just crits and wild? Still 2.
Who's this
I don't
first
know.
one for?
That was in a Rhino, so he'll take one.
So Rhino will
Takes
take one.
Drops it. Does it drop it? Drop it. Drop it.
This is a dropping.
But is Green Goblin's saying
Yeah,
it?
just crits and wild.
Crits and wild. All right. Still 2 is good from that. This one's getting 2 as well.
Wow.
This is the best well-laid plans rolls I've ever seen.
2-1 Goblin.
I usually roll against 4 characters and get 1 total.
Yeah, and so that was on Croblin. Will be taking 2 and dropping his spider infected.
Yikes.
Wow, huge.
That was a great play of that card. And great rolls to help it.
Yeah.
There's only 2 it affected though, right? I think I see almost all the objectives on the table now.
Yep.
Spiderfoot was just cast as reset.
Re-spider matrix foe.
Is anybody holding a spider infected right now? Or are they all on the table?
Doc Ock and Toad.
Oh, Doc Ock and Toad both still have one. Okay. Oh, they're 5 spider infected. That's right. I was thinking 4. Makes sense. Oh, that could be a huge swing for
Yeah.
Kevin.
Logan's not going to be nice to you.
So Logan going to say, back in my day, robberies were this.
That's a lot of skulls by Logan, though. 1 success. We got 2 blocks.
And it all gets blocked.
Ulix says, what are adamantium claws when I got troll hide? Logan places.
Well, it is old man Logan, so he doesn't use his claws. That makes sense.
Tornado claw?
Tornado claw. Ooh.
Throw you licking around.
He's
Oh, he
throwing.
must have done the superpower first. What is it? What do wasn't very nice. Gets the throw
I
after.
believe so. So he's blocking 1 there, look like?
Morning, Cliff Jumper. Thank you.
But then Troll Hide.
Rhino takes 1.
Yeah, so Rhino only taking 1. Ulick, guess what? Also only taking 1 from that.
Yeah.
Cliff Jumper. You'll get caught up in the Cliff Jumper.
Cliff Jumper.
Throw more claws.
All right, gonna stab the man again. Rolling a little bit better that time. 2
Yeah.
blocks.
He's got, wow,
3 blocks.
125% successes there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's defending there.
Yeah,
Those are-
it's reversed for us.
I forgot that. Yeah. So he had used the leadership to change a hit into a block because he had a wild, but then he asked for weaponry
So just one.
Switched it back. Just one going through.
A lot of ones. A lot of collisions ending in ones. A lot of just ones that are funs. When you notice some buns was stuffed.
Cliff Jump versus I get my own theme song.
I have arrived. I am here. Eat this. You gotta.
Is this more my hero stuff I don't get?
Yeah.
Oh.
The like iconic Superman's Captain America guy. Whenever he arrives on the scene of a crime, he says, "I am here."
All Might?
Yeah.
I watched a few episodes. I know that a couple characters.
Where'd all the bacon go?
And Deku and Grenade Hands.
I think Ryan.
You are helpless against my power, X-Men.
Hey, Tisdale.
that was
What's
Ben.
that?
Logan does place and then picks up a spider.
Okay, and then Logan will place and pick up a spider.
Foes.
With the healing factor, he's down to 1 damage taken.
Wow. He is on his injured side, but like to be that fresh and clean at that age, good on him.
Fresh and so clean.
All right, Croblin. Moving on up. And you've got to crop your crime, or else it's closing
Tricks
time.
and traps.
It's
Trick and
a
treat, the other one.
Trick and treat. Oh, there's no Mysterio on the table.
Froblin will take 2
Frop.
from Froblin's trick or treat.
so Froblin's.
Croblin takes 2 from Croblin's trick or treat. Right? One of them just needs to get the other goblin off the table so we don't have to worry about it anymore.
Right?
I appreciate that they got rid of the Frino and we only have Crino
Correct.
left.
Crime Act.
Oh, Night of the Goblin.
Night of the Goblin. Turn.
Night of the Goblin. Into Froblin.
Hit and run
Nice.
into Croblin.
From Croblin into Froblin.
Yeah.
And Croblin's getting a good roll here.
Good defense.
He's got 5.
It's only taking 1.
Takes 1 a days.
Wow.
And
That's all he
dazes.
needed.
Listen,
Take 2.
stealing an action from Goblin with that brace effectively earlier is certainly what he did.
And then he does the run part of his hit and run. And he's going to try to
Show me
flip the
the
point, it
run.
looks like.
Then he'll flip the point, and he'll get it.
You got it. Get it, got it, good.
Takes it 2 days.
Yeah. The only character in range there was Dazed, so he only needed 1 success.
He just
and no skull.
rolled right up there and was like, "These don't look very deadly."
I'm something of deadly myself.
What was that?
So I'm some deadly myself.
I mean,
I feel like with my voice being a little scratchy, it was actually decent Willem Dafoe, too.
yeah, I think so. Well, and it's difficult too there with MODOK Scientist Supreme, right? Does he change it? Does
he's
Willem
not
Dafoe
something
walk
of a-
up there and be like, "I'm something of a Scientist Supreme myself"?
MODOK just obliterates it, like disintegrates it, because MODOK doesn't stand for that kind of slang.
Right, but with Osborne's hair having that red in it, it's kind of like the tomatoes in a Taco Supreme at Taco Bell. So that's why he's a Scientist Supreme.
Wow, that is a stretch.
Arm lasers into Froblin.
Arm lasers.
All right, Croblin gonna get arm lasered.
Arm lasered.
Before that happens, we're going to do trick or treat.
And then trick or treat.
Oh, what? Oh, a new favorite team name. Brian updates us. Fantastic Four go 1-0 over the Fighting Mongooses.
All right, so that explosion from that trick or treat doing nothing.
I love that there's a team called the Fantastic Four for a lot of reasons.
The Montreal Shark Tank.
And the teams of 3. It's so good. But the Fighting Mongooses? That gets my vote, I think.
All right, so just 1 going to be happening there.
Juan.
And that was a move, an attack, and a throw.
Froblin came in earlier. He was like, "I'm something of a goblin myself." Just hung up MODOK.
So
Doesn't take
I'm
them
really
down.
glad you explained that joke, Dan, because I didn't get that. I was like, why do they call themselves Fantastic Four? That doesn't make any sense.
completely went over my head that it's a 3-player team called the Fantastic Four.
Well, it's got layers there too, but I also love the Fantastic Four. Well, there are no Fantastic Four in the game,
Right.
so it's clever. I think.
Yeah, I know. It's better than I initially gave it credit for sure. I don't know. Cabals Deep, though.
I wonder if 4 of them did come down, but like one of them's on another team. I'm
That
not
could
sure.
be. That could be. Okay. Well,
Oh, he's pulling a Tim knocking train over.
yeah,
got
listen.
Toad.
Just I shake all the time, everything, and I bounce and I weave. Always.
Because you're like a shark.
be
If you stop moving, you'll die.
moving. Correct. That's why. Yeah, that's 100%. Why do you do all this stuff to me? You don't have to do it. Right? Because I'll die. Because I have no internal bubble that keeps me afloat. Yeah.
The movie Speed. Mm-hmm. If you go below a certain speed, you blow up.
Toad's taking that middle objective.
Of course he is. He's
Right.
2. Oh, from 2 away.
Toad tongue punching the meteor.
Enough.
It tastes deadly.
He does take a damage.
Oh, that's a spicy meteor.
Burns his tongue a little bit.
Yeah. It's probably radioactive.
Now he's trying to flip the other one.
That's smart.
Oh, and he moves
And he
again to
gets that
flip
one
the
as well.
other one. When you can interact from 2 away is pretty dope.
It is.
Is that going to be...
It's like his eyes are always on the prize or something.
Oh, right now he's scoring 6, bringing it up to 15.
We're going to end that round 15 to 6.
Justin's in a rough spot now.
Well-laid plans really doing work there.
Yeah, it really did. Forcing him to drop 2, he picked up 1 or both of them. And then Toad flipping 2 points as the last activation.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Justin still has priority, but that 4-point swing.
At what cost?
when you and Ben played No Train is Safe.
Right?
I can't imagine that.
We had to
You're
have
both
Alyssa,
large people, too.
We had to have Alyssa come in and like move a lot of our stuff because we were just going to knock it all over the place.
Come here with your tiny hands.
4 energy for his craziness.
Okay, so
I forgot about that.
Foblin now on his injured side, rolling for 4 power for his craziness at the start of the power phase.
All right, so Foblin, now that he's injured, he...
From 1 to 6 power.
There's a bunch of different rules he's got with with objectives, and I always get it mixed up because it's not like he's got nothing.
He can't hold objectives. I believe he can still contest, and he also gets the glider ram.
The glider ram is awesome. I love self throws.
That's his healthy side.
You're right. Thank you. I'm glad you were like, I need help. I need help a lot.
All right, so it looks like Ulick.
Can I interact with or hold objective tokens?
So Ulick is going to be making a pounders
So he can't flip those points, but he can get in the way and be obnoxious for him.
into Goblin, I believe.
So you're doing Alright, crushing leap into Goblin.
Blocking 2,
Ulick's activated first every round. Pretty sweet.
a whiff though. Nothing.
Oh no, really?
Yeah. 2 blocks, 2 hits. Oh, they did forget to do spiders.
I think they're all on Kevin's side.
No move for 2, 1 move for 3, which is going to be on Totemus Rex.
That's actually potentially really good for Justin. Someone's got to put that toad down in the ground.
I mean, I think this is super uphill for Prime Syndicate.
Yeah, for real.
You got to murder everybody. Make sure they don't score anything.
He should have a pretty good clamp. He didn't take a ton of damage that round, I don't think.
Yeah.
Some for sure, but
Well, unfortunately, that start too with those pounders, only rolling 2 successes and having both of them blocked.
the one downside to Ulick is that both of his attacks are range 2. So
Yeah.
Pounders into Goblins.
Pound and Goblin, the Foblin.
All right, a little bit better here.
We got 3
Goblin's
so
only
far,
blocking
and
one.
he's remembering he's got a while, so he's changing 1 to a hit. So he's got 4 hits versus 1 dodge block.
So that's
1
3
defense success.
Yeah, that's 3 into Goblin. All right.
That's not bad. That's also 3 power.
Correct.
I
Which
don't-
has him at 7 power now.
Don't think he can throw. Can he throw characters?
Ulick?
Yeah.
Just did.
He's throwing Goblin, huh? That makes sense. Oh no, that was a push from Pounders.
Gotcha.
I don't think you can throw characters. I'm pretty sure you can only throw terrain. I've played this game.
Take it to the limit.
I've never used Deep Blue Lick.
I've used
So
them
I
like
actually
4
don't
or 5 times now, which is a lot for me.
Yeah.
No, a lot of people have to be like, "Oh, I use them 5 times in a day," but like, I did use them in a tournament. I think I used them each game, and a couple times on the power phase. I actually really like him. I think he's one of the better 5 threats.
All right. So that
Glider ram into
is going to be the glider ram.
That might be the end of Rhino, especially when he rolls no successes.
Wow. So that's going to be 3 damage.
I think that's it, isn't it? I thought he had like 2 left.
He's got 1 left.
Now he has 1 left. Okay.
There was the other Rhino that was left on 1 that is now no longer in the game that was sitting at 1.
But now Goblin's got 2 more actions. Like 1 pumpkin bomb should finish him off.
Very
And they're better on his injured side too. Oh, Knight of the Goblin, just securing it. He got 1 success on defense, a whole bunch of hits. That's a KO'd Rhino.
Certainly does it.
The Goblin said, "Get off my table."
Why do 1 when you only need to do 1 when you can do 5?
Hey, thanks, Darklink. He says good luck to his brother Justin.
Okay. And same thing into Krablin here. Whoa. That is 4 crits.
4 crits? That's ridiculous.
Gosh.
Yep. Okay. Wow. This Goblin is just like going crazy.
And yeah, Krablin got crunked.
So Justin is already down to 1 activation left with MODOK. D-Look's gone. Character KO'd. Character dazed. He doesn't have much left to do this round. That is too bad for Justin.
So, does he go? Does he pass? What does he do?
I don't know. He's got to try something, right? Like, I would guess pass at this point. Because he has to stop Kevin from scoring a single point.
Correct.
Which
Yeah, it doesn't.
I don't know.
It doesn't look like that's going to be.
I don't think he's got enough things he can do. He'd have to daze like 3 characters to drop spiders and keep them from flipping objectives. At this point, just go for blood.
So he's going to go for the flip. Flip. He gets it.
Yeah.
And no damage.
No damage.
Well done.
Yeah.
That's a supreme scientist.
Unfortunately, he did have to use an action to move to get to the point. So he's got 1 action left here. Does this MODOK have a basic throw like other MODOKs?
Yes.
Energy chair in the Logan.
He's attacking Logan, trying to KO him.
He does have a
Yeah,
objective.
5 successes.
5 on 2. 3 go through.
I like that.
Right.
Gun on Justin using the leadership ability there. Maximize his hits. Hits.
We got some mind games coming in.
Mind games.
Oh, love mind games. Tim is so excited.
One of his favorites.
It's so goofy but amazing.
All right. So if you're uninitiated to mind games, there are 5 MODOK tokens.
Get ready.
1 with a flag, 2 with power symbols, and 2 with POWs, damage symbols. So effectively what happens is you shuffle them into 2 piles and you let your opponent pick one. Then they receive all of the sweet little prizes inside, losing 1 power and giving 1 to MODOK for each sap icon, taking damage for each damage icon, and if the opponent ends up pulling the flag, they'll get 2 victory points. If they don't, MODOK gets 1. So
how's he splitting it up?
he does pick the
16.
Oh, he
flag.
got it. Oh my god.
He mind games for the win. MODOK wins.
Incorrect.
MODOK, what are you talking about? MODOK won the game there.
Yeah, for the other team. As
fine.
MODOK does. He defected at the
That's
last
They're
second.
mind games, Dan. You can't figure out what he's trying to do.
I would play that card every time.
Oh my gosh, right? Yeah.
Wowzers.
This is awesome.
So
Such a good card.
that's supreme
I think
science.
that's such a great time to use that card. And
It
it's
is.
like, well, you know,
I love to see it. Love to see it.
you didn't win. I got you to win.
So looking around at some of the other tables, it looks like
Taylor's taking some looks for us, quick.
the Fantastic Four are up over the Fighting Mongooses so far, 1-0. Pork Roll Protocol winning both of their games, so effectively to win the round, 2 of your teammates have to win, and then your entire team wins. So, listen, you can lose, and your team can still win. It's pretty nice.
So Dylan's coming in here just yelling random stuff.
Hi.
Again. Oh, hi, Taylor.
I am here now.
There's
We have 30 minutes left.
Sorry for
There's 30 minutes left in the round.
So I just went over and I looked at the other 2 games, and it looks like the middle table. It looks like who is it? The Rhinos, the Cats and the Rhinos.
Yeah.
They just won.
Okay.
That table, and the last table down at the end. It looks like they are currently losing on that game.
So that means the Fast Cats and Furious Rhinos have 2 already. So
They have 1 win in the middle and 1 loss here, right? Because isn't he from Cabals Deep?
No, he's no.
Oh,
Kevin was Fast Cats and Furious Rhinos.
well, I'm dumb, so just
I'm pretty
whatever.
sure, unless I got that mixed up.
If only we had. Well, here's the sheet. Let's see.
The team name's out.
You've got to make your prime.
Okay, so I had that right. Yeah, so Fast Cats has won this round,
Okay.
which, nice for them.
Yeah.
That was a super fun game, and I really enjoyed watching every single part of it.
Right?
It was a
really
good
great.
game. This is a robbery so much.
Yeah.
Can we just take a look at the board real quick and see how much terrain is not on it?
Now that they've removed their models.
And most of it was just explosions.
Yeah.
Which is super great. I love how both giant 3-size turrets just didn't do anything, and they got exploded. Oh, am I supposed to stretch now?
You're supposed to stretch.
It's my big belly.
Thanks. I needed that.
Literally anytime.
There is nothing like
Cup of bacon.
burnt hotel coffee.
Yeah, especially when it's like
No
warm.
cream or sugar. Yeah. And it's still like, it's a perfect temperature now because I like to let it cool off because I have a very sensitive to temperature tongue.
You got a sensitive tummy and a sensitive temperature.
I don't have a sensitive tummy. I have a tiny tummy. I can put whatever I want in there. Just not a lot of it.
Oh, that's right. That's Ben. Love you, Ben. I haven't got a single nosebleed, so I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mentioned heartburn, and he's like, yeah, that's my life.
That's actually valid. I feel that. But yeah, absolutely fantastic game. These 2 players are super dope. We've seen both of them before.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I believe, yes, because Justin, I believe, won the Wild Friends sleeve.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Well, he's got the Sentinel friends too, the robot friends.
Oh,
as well.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yep. And he just asked. He goes, do you guys have anything like that might be friends that are also criminals? And I was like, yeah, we do.
And I love those ones, too.
Yeah, they're
They
really-
might be my favorite.
Same.
Hey, right there. Look at that.
Yeah.
came up on screen.
You can see it right over there.
The number 1 right next to my face. Hang on, let me do this.
The great debate every day is this heartburn or am I having a heart attack?
Wow.
I feel that.
Every day?
I went to the ER once because I was like, I'm having chest pains. I'm dying.
It's indigestion.
And it was like, it's probably an ulcer.
Yeah.
I was like, nuts. They're like, stop drinking acid. And I was like, but I like it.
Yeah, right? As he's sucking on Tabasco sauce.
But acid tastes good.
Fantastic.
That's why fatty acids are the best, because fat tastes good, acids taste good. So just eat fish.
That's actually fair. So, little off topic here, right? But I've been seeing
Nothing's
some great TikTok documentaries on how to air fry salmon, and
Okay.
like
Interested?
real good. Like you just dump a little glaze or something on that bad boy, you throw her in there, you turn it on. That's it.
I mean, that's like any air frying, right? You just put it in the basket and just hit a button and hope for the best.
Yep. That's
hope
what I
you
do.
didn't overdo it.
We're always cooking at 400 for 18 minutes. Like whatever we do. That's like the preset
18 minutes?
for French fries. Yeah, I like crispy food too.
That's a long time.
Really like to bring out the natural hot sauces that I'm going to put on it.
I don't think I've ever cooked anything in the air fryer for 18 minutes.
So I maybe have an issue where I don't like to read instructions very specifically, or
Yes,
rules
I'm
of
aware.
games,
Yep.
or
That tracks.
or documents really at all. So any frozen item that I put in the air fryer, it's like, it's probably fine.
I mean, most things don't have air fryer directions yet. Once in a while, I see that I'm like, oh, sweet.
Yeah.
But usually it's a guessing game, and it's like, I just hope I don't do it too long. Because if I do it not long enough, I can just put it back in for a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
But if you do it too long, then it's burnt and it's no fun.
Here's
The air fryer?
Yeah.
Oh, I love air fryer.
Air fryer. We're such millennials. We love air fryers, man.
We didn't have an air fryer for the longest time. Somebody gave one to us.
Yeah.
We had it for 3 months, and then it got
was me.
recalled.
Oh, yeah.
that stinks.
Yeah,
ours too.
we just got it back recently. They just sent us another one back. I feel like I'm melting.
You had to literally cut the cord and send them a picture of it.
Yeah,
right,
so
to
my
get the
brother-in-law did
recall?
that. He cuts the cord, takes a picture of it, and he's an electrician.
Did
So
he
he
unplug it first?
what?
Did he unplug it first?
No. So then he just rewired it.
Because he knows how to do that.
Yeah. I was like, that's how you burn your house down. He's like, yeah, probably.
Look, it's
Isn't
recalled
that
for
why
a
I got
reason.
recalled?
Yeah, right. That was the whole reason it got recalled. Yeah.
Multiple houses burnt down because of it.
It's weird how that works.
I'm pretty sure we still use it.
How many houses does it take
New one.
to bite through steel?
does it take?
You know?
Houses
Burning
can
down
bite
the
through
house
steel?
in the
Hey,
middle
will
of the
you
street.
Do me a huge favor.
Probably not, but
Will
yeah.
you take a look around and see how many Squirrel Girls there are today?
Sure, I can look at
We were
that.
curious about
Yeah, it's
that.
probably zero.
We could just ask Brian.
I mean, I'm gonna go for walks.
Let Tyler have a break. Okay. Did I roll a wild?
He's been a part of this network for 3 years, and you call him Tyler?
He's the intern. You got to forget their names every once in a while to make
Oh.
sure that they know where their place is.
Fair. I mean, he is the self-proclaimed intern.
Good point, Don. But
Hey.
what? But I believe
Anything called love?
just listen to the rhythm of your heart. Got to keep them honest.
Oh, he's quick. He's back already.
Got to keep them calibrated.
Oh, he just got water.
Matrix, one Doper McGopers thing that I just want to point out about Ironweld. This is the first time MCP has been at Ironweld. This might be the first time Ironweld has been at Ironweld.
I'm pretty sure this is the first Ironweld.
I think so too. But like outside of like each one of the game rooms, they have these massive, like huge water containers.
Great.
Just super convenient.
Bunch of cups.
Got to stay hydrated. So listen, you don't even need to spend points at Ironweld to make sure that you get hydrated.
It says damn, but it got a little smudged.
That was for a reminder so I could remember your name.
Thank you. It says right there.
Mine said
Damn.
jailer. I don't know where it went.
Yeah, jailer.
I'm the jailer. From that game that we used to play.
Wow.
I don't get it.
The jailer was the main boss in a recent World of Warcraft expansion. That was
What's that?
it's the expansion that forced me out of the game.
So I'm bringing it up just to piss him off.
I didn't last long enough in that expansion to even get to anything where the jailer was relevant. Like,
Yeah, with your
So you go back in.
minutes, and I was like, I'm good.
yeah.
Let's go back to BFA. Dan's like, what?
What are you putting in that bagel?
Let's actually talk to Dr. D here real quick, if he's got a moment.
Is that blueberry cream cheese or yogurt?
So, we had some really important questions last night came up.
Hot topics.
A very hot topic.
Okay, bring my phone out. I'll just start digging right now.
Yep. How? Wait. Index finger digging or? So, to everyone at home, it became. And do you mind if I share your medical history?
No, I don't care. It's funny.
So, I wanted to make sure that I had permission. We found out yesterday that Dan has been afflicted with a condition called deep belly button, which means his belly button's slightly deeper than others.
Yeah.
So he said that he could put his full index up to the first knuckle into his belly button. And I was like, that's terrifying. I hate it. I hate everything about it.
And yet you're talking about it again.
And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, actually, that seems pretty reasonable. What if that's just a regular belly button? What if I have a deep belly button? Because I think I could get up to the first knuckle of my belly button. And then Taylor was pretty much able to get most of his index finger into his belly button. So it's like, maybe this is more common than we know. Maybe we've all been afflicted. Maybe it's contagious. Maybe Dan gave us deep belly button syndrome.
Contagious.
Yeah, I can go straight to the third. No, I mean,
Third knuckle?
Yes. Third knuckle.
So
It's your hand.
So the first thing I did was called my local friendly neighborhood doctor, Dr. D. And thankfully he picked up the phone and he said that I think it was 76 medical. So give me the facts here, Dr. D. Your expert medical opinion on this whole deep belly button thing.
Okay, so the microphone, doofus. All right, here we go. So the mean height and width of an umbilicus, that's the technical term for a belly button.
Umbilicus. Who's umbilicus?
He's
He said average.
Oh,
he's the guy.
not there.
I think he's the one that does all the sound bites for the channel. I think.
oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Classic umbilicus. Don't laugh at him. He's got a hard job.
Here,
all right?
why don't you move the mic here?
I'll just let him have the
Yeah.
seat for a second. Put that back.
Get up. Yeah, I'm kind of umbilicusing right now. Yeah.
Raw and uncut.
Unlike his deep belly button.
Unlike my belly button. Okay, so it's good to be back. Good to be back in
Aren't you glad you're here?
the backboard thing. All right, so the mean and standard deviation height and width of an umbilicus was 2.1 with a standard deviation of 0.6 centimeters. This is
I don't know what math centimeters are. Explain it to me in inches.
and it's I don't know.
Just less than an inch.
Yeah,
Just less than an inch.
Yeah,
A
essentially.
centimeter is just less than an inch?
2.1 centimeters is just less than an inch.
Okay.
2.4 centimeters is an inch.
So the mean is an inch.
It's about an inch.
About an inch.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
For the height and the width.
size
So that's the
one.
height. So that would be the depth.
Okay.
The depth.
Well, it's just height. It's weird because like the positioning of it, like what is the frame of reference? You know, it's weird. All right, and then the
Please
width.
explain it to me in MCP and Shatterpoint range rulers.
So you get probably about half of a range 1
Okay.
depth, and then the width is probably a give or take, depending on the person, probably also about the same. It's probably about the same both ways.
Okay.
So it's 2.3. Yeah, so it's 2.1 and then 2.3. They're very, very close. So it should be roughly similar cylindrical shape.
Okay.
in there. And then what is the average length of like a finger, right? Is that what the point of contention
To
is?
the first digit.
Yeah, well, the first digit's the whole finger.
Oh, to the first knuckle.
That's a phalange.
what? A
That's,
knuckle? is
yeah,
a
these are
phalange?
called phalanges.
Wow, we're learning so much
Yeah,
today.
Average.
If you're looking to learn more from Dr. D, you can do so by checking out his blogs at professionalcasual.com, where he not only teaches you how to correctly source your lighting, but also how to paint things. Good. And to set goals. Good.
Phalange.
All of my X-ray results, regardless if it's my spine or not.
Right?
How long is a phalange? So the first proximal. That's proximal. We need distal.
Proximal midnight.
Yes. Of digit 1. So digit 1 contains a proximal and a distal. The only one that doesn't have a proximal is the thumb, or it might be distal, is the thumb.
The distal is the second knuckle?
Distal is this one.
Is the first one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the distant one. So the remaining 4 did blah 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 blah. The proper term, nope, don't care. I just want length.
Tell me about it.
First,
Did you know your first knuckle is called a distal? Distal.
that's not what that's
A
called.
phalange.
Yeah, it's a digit.
That's the whole thing is the phalange.
Yeah, no. The phalange is the joint. That's the little part of your finger that wiggles, the little wiggler.
So the whole
That's a
thing's a
phalange.
digit.
The whole thing's a
This
digit.
is a distal.
That's a distal phalange.
Oh my God.
That's a proximal phalange. Because it's closer to the body.
I already made the joke.
Well, it was good talking to you guys. I'm gonna go jump off a bridge.
Oh, say hi to Cliff Jumper.
Hi, Cliff Jumper. Hey, when you jump off the cliffs in your area, because like here, all the waterways are so dirty, it actually is just Dunkin' Donuts coffee. So you just jump into the chals and you come out real rejuvenated.
Yeah.
From all the caffeine. Anyway, so to answer your
Which
question,
can be absorbed through the skin.
yeah,
they
it can't be,
caffeinated
sure, yeah, absolutely. But it can't smell. It can't melt steel beams. So I don't know. I probably would say the distal phalanges probably also give or take about an inch. So like they should be roughly.
Dan, is there one of our range rulers around?
Yeah, it's probably about the same. It's like half of a range 1, give or take.
Legit, you can reach it.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I mean the distance.
It's about
to
a range
mine-
1. There you go. But you're bigger than me.
That's fair.
You're taller.
That's fair. Yeah, they're all about range 1. Okay.
Yes, you're all about the same. And so stick that into your belly button.
No.
I just need a shove tool because that angle.
Nope, you'll unravel.
Yeah, and then you'll die.
So Dan just said to use the shove tool because it's got that angle, but it's sharper. So I don't know if you knew this or not, but the reason belly button stuff terrifies me is because I think, my understanding, when your umbilicus gets cut, that it like bread ties close. It just twists closed.
Sure.
So if you put something sharp in there, it's going to unravel your entire skin, and it's just going to unravel.
Really?
And then it'd just be like a meat man.
What movie was this from?
Nothing. This was just a fear I've had since being a child.
Sure. I mean, I've always been scared of commitment.
Oh, that's super fair.
That's a little more terrifying in my opinion.
So
a little more real.
I've actually been pretty fine with commitment because the other thing that terrified me growing up and still does was I believed that there was a man on the opposite side of the world that would slowly walk towards you and then would kill you.
Okay, so it's like The Happening.
Must.
I think that's the name of that movie.
But while you're sleeping, he stops.
Okay.
But then I couldn't remember if it was while you were sleeping that he stopped or went back the other way or if it was while you were awake. So I was terrified to both be awake and sleep because I was dyslexic.
Wow.
And couldn't remember which time he was moving.
I don't think that's what dyslexic means.
I don't think it is either.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But the thing that I have is the reason why I thought it was dyslexic.
Sure. Whatever it is I do have is why that doesn't work. Okay, that makes sense.
So, yeah.
Well, we didn't really answer any questions. I think we missed the point of whatever we were talking about. The point of it is that the distal phalange is probably about the same depth as your belly button.
Okay.
And if you poke it hard enough, it will make a hole that you might bleed out of if you poke it hard enough.
Okay.
So I guess you're technically not wrong, sort of.
All right.
Because you could unwind all your blood.
I don't like it. I don't like it. But just this is to raise a little bit of awareness about people with deep belly button syndrome. So if that is you, make sure to head over to beardeddragongames.online and use code DEEPBELLYBUTTON for 15% off any of your MCP pre-orders.
You'll get 1 inch off.
You'll get range 1 off.
Get range 1 off.
So, well, thank you, Dr. Deep, for stopping by.
You're welcome. I'm going to keep telling all these nerds that they got a schedule to stick to.
So, and we should probably be starting round 2 pretty shortly.
It starts at 1 because they're going to do lunch.
Oh, we're going to go on that break now. So, yeah, I'm glad you told me that. So instead of saying, hey, we'll be back in like 10 minutes, it'll actually be like an hour.
And then everyone will hate you.
That's probably
and
true.
Won't come to your birthday party.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, nuts.
Ah, nuts.
Bye, guys. Bye, Ben. Even though I don't like playing games. Bye.
He didn't mean it, Ben. He meant it, Ben. You can come on back down, Dan. So we just got word that lunch is at noon. So we will be taking a break until 1.
1?
I
just ate an apple, but I can have lunch.
I mean, an apple a day keeps the lunch away.
Keeps the rhinos away.
It can, especially when there's so many. Whole ruckuses of rhinos. Oh, I don't know why that didn't connect at first, Ben, but you were talking about Dr. D.
I'm pretty sure he's talking about Dr. D.
Yeah, he is feisty. But
feisty.
Well, give me 2 seconds. So yeah, we will be back at 1 o'clock for round dose.
1 p.m. Eastern Standard.
The Pork Roll Protocol be able to continue their win streak? Will the Fantastic Four be fantastic? Will Cabal go Cabals Deep today? We'll find out at 1. See you soon.
Bye.